it's been great to have different mentors and people that I can call on because I don't know everything.
But I just look at like people like Bron, Chris Paul, and other players, that's just the stars of the league and how they feel and how they speak on it.
There's something to be said about wisdom, especially in today's day and age, where wisdom doesn't come with age. But oh, how precious are the cases where that's the opposites, where we can find authentic mentors. It takes heart, it takes wisdom, intelligence. That's a precious commodity in a world just trying to stay relevant. Are you ready? That's the real question. Yeah, I know you are. Hop on this journey with me as I fly from state to state, coast to coast, jet set via Zoom, of course. To different teams, different players, different perspectives. From Detroit to Minnesota to Brooklyn to LA to Chicago, Chi-Town, what's up? To New York to Portland. So here's to this journey and lessons to be learned from NBA players and coaches. Here's to a time of learning, a time of growth, a time of reflection, refreshment, and refinement. You know what time it is? It's about that time for tip-off. Here's the tip-off. Are you ready? Cause I am. Let's go! Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the latest episode of Authentically. I'm your host Charlie. In a world full of facades, people posting highlight reels of life and media showcasing many times just one side of the story, I'm here to keep it real, being authentic as we all are in this thing called life together. Learning, growing, and staying the course. And continuing this NBA series, I've decided to mix it up a little. Is that cool? Alright, cool. Well, some of you may know that along with sports, spoken word is a huge passion of mine. Having released some spoken words before, it's my hope to just encourage you all in whatever season of life you may be in at this very moment, right now, wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening from. Now, I know this is different, but hey, that's me, different. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I'm a hybrid, being half Filipino, half white. Yo, welcome to this hybrid episode, y'all. Combining two of my passions into one, sports and spoken word. There's something to be said about wisdom, especially in today's day and age, where wisdom doesn't come with age. Matter of fact, that's why we as a generation can set the example with plenty of bad examples out there. It's up to each of us individually to take responsibility. But oh, how precious are the cases where that's the opposites, where we can find authentic mentors who've paved the way before us, who've blazed trails so we can learn from their journey, from the ups, the downs, the trials, the triumphs. When it comes to the NBA, there's so many in the game who are looking out for the next generation, from OGs to rookies. Anthony Edwards was the first pick in the 2020 NBA draft. Now that comes with a sense of responsibility to excel as a rookie. Having been through his fair share of calamities, he honored his family. That evening when his name was called, he knew this was something bigger than himself. It's been a journey. Now the next chapter was here. He eventually earned the distinction and honor of being a NBA Rookie of the Year nominee, and throughout this season as the crowd cheered with the slams and posterizing, there were protests continuing in the country with other issues obviously pressing when it came to social justice. Now as a rookie, he chose to take it step by step. Instead of rushing in with an uninformed guess, he educated himself, was calculative in his decisions, wanting to show respect and learn from how the veterans in the league were handling it all as they tried to stand tall. And in particular, the NBA Players Association president, Chris Paul.
What we're all starting to do is become a lot more educated on a lot of different topics.
Man, I had to chop it up with CP3 as he was part of championing the cause of highlighting HBCUs at the All-Star game, where some thought to reconsider even having a game in light of everything going on. So the NBPA decided to shed light on important social issues, including highlighting HBCUs to show them love and give away scholarships. NBA.com lists that the game was to generate $3 million for historically black colleges and universities through donations to scholarship funds.
As far as HBCUs go, it's dope to see the awareness.
Now, those are actionable steps in furthering the important social justice conversation and giving back to the next generation. So I talked to Anthony on a separate occasion, but thought it was dope how he just recognized and kept it real how to best handle the situation. So I decided to just merge these two conversations into one episode because of the depth of what can be had from truly learning from OGs, veterans in your craft, if you will, to grow, to get better, to learn. So here's the conversations I had with both Chris Paul and Anthony Edwards.
Hey, Chris, congrats on the win. My question's actually more in light of Black History Month. I was wondering if you could speak to that great, $2 million donation to the HBCU school at the All-Star game. And also, Chris, I know it's been over a month now for a lot of us to reflect on what happened in 2020. I'm just wondering, maybe some lessons you learned from the social injustice causes that you're trying to implement in 2021. So it's not just the 2020 thing, it's not just the Black History Month thing, but it's an everyday thing to implement change. As a leader yourself, in the Players Association with the sons, and as a father.
That was a lot. But I think in a nutshell, I think what we're all starting to do is become a lot more educated on a lot of different topics, situations. And I think it's great, not only for our league, but for us as people. And making sure there's a spotlight put on different social injustices, different areas and groups that may not get an opportunity to have that stage or that platform or light. So for me, it's been great to have different mentors and people that I can call on because I don't know everything. And I'm a work in progress, still trying to become more and more educated on things day in and day out. And as far as HBCUs go, it's dope to see the awareness, and we're gonna keep it going.
Hey, Anthony, appreciate your time, man. So this is more of an off the court question, man, but today is officially the last day of February, means the last day of Black History Month. My question is, in light of what you learned maybe in 2020 with all the social injustice issues, what lessons have you learned, and even from this month as well, from the legacies people left previously that you hope to embody moving forward? So it's not just a month, but it's an everyday social justice fighting thing.
That's a great question. I just look at the other athletes because I'm not, big on speaking out or anything as far as, put my voice out there. But I just look at the other athletes and how they do it. And once I feel like I'm a big enough person to my voice to be heard and it can affect people, then I would start to speak out. But I just look at people like Brian, Chris Paul, and other players. There's just the stars of the league and how they feel and how they speak on it. It has a huge impact on us, people like me and other people.
Learning from the OGs, that's wisdom. To take a step back instead of full steam ahead when there's a full court press. That's smarts. Like Marcus Smart, that's the hustle it takes mentally to grow and get better. Because life's no layup, you gotta be ready in any weather. Through fair weather, bandwagon fans, or dare I say even close friends and family, you gotta pick and choose who to surround yourself wisely with, then roll to the basket to get past the defense who may be playing man to man, but you gotta get in the mental zone to combat it all so you can last it. It takes time, it takes courage, it takes patience, it takes hope, it takes heart, it takes wisdom, intelligence. That's a precious commodity in a world just trying to stay relevant. Take a second to reflect on what you can do better and learn from those who've been down the road before you. Take the good, leave the bad, and keep going, keep striving, keep the faith. Fight the good fight, and you never know, maybe that one piece of advice may be fuel to your soul from that word of encouragement to help you win when you're in the fight of your life. Proverbs 16:24 says, gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Proverbs 12:18 says, there is one whose rash words are like sword thrusts, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Proverbs 19:20 says, listen to advice and accept instruction that you may gain wisdom in the future. Proverbs 12:15 says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice. So, no matter where this finds you today, may you find strength in wisdom. Through any weather, any storm, any trial, may you find peace, rest, and hope in the one who can truly give that wisdom to navigate any of life's storms. Where's the compass or Apple Maps or GPS to navigate where to go when you're really going through it? Well, here's a solution for you. The life manual, the word, the truth to get through any and all of life's storms. Man, James 3:17 says, but the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. You want sincere? You want authentic? You tired of all the fakeness and empty talk today? Turn to the living source of joy, peace, strength, and wisdom. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. That's a wrap. That's the episode, man. Stay tuned for the next one. You're not going to miss the next guest, but I hope you enjoyed that talk with Chris Paul and Anthony Edwards. This has been Authentically. I'm your host, Charlie. Make sure to subscribe, Charlie Amber on YouTube. Make sure to please download the podcast. You can listen wherever you get your podcasts. Anyways, that's the marketing. I'm just excited for you guys to hear this. Man, y'all ain't ready for this one. This one's about wisdom. A lot of you guys in life might not be wanting to talk about wisdom, you know, because it might be a little bit too dicey, or it might be a little bit hard to learn about the truth, learn about getting wisdom or getting advice. But guess what? We all need wisdom. We need to learn from our OGs. That's what this rookie, Anthony Edwards, did when he takes the time to learn from others in the league who've been down that road before him. Take the time, maybe in your day, to learn from a parent, a guardian, someone you respect, someone you trust. If you don't have anybody in your life like that, reach out on social media to somebody you might want to look up to, or someone you can really respect and trust, because there's a lot of bad examples out there, but there's some good examples as well. Let's learn from the bad and the good, not do the bad, implement the good. Simple as that, right? It's simple, but it's complicated and it's hard to do. That's why wisdom is a hard topic to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. So that's why I keep it authentically, man. And we talking wisdom today. I hope you enjoyed this. Gain wisdom, gain knowledge, let go, let God, let's go! Woo!
Friends, let me say to you that we must continue to work with the right method and the right attitude. That we've got to give ourselves to this struggle until the end. Nothing would be more tragic than to stop at this point